Again, hello everybody, and welcome to Trade Talks Live. I'm Roger Wakefield. I've been plumbing for 45 years. But the cool thing is, we started doing YouTube 7.5 years ago, and we did it to bring information to people, to bring value to people. Cool thing is, it's work. So we go live every day at 10 o'clock Central Time. That way, no matter where you are in the country, like right now, it's lunchtime on the East Coast. Man, look, we got a lot of people in here. Part of them are probably on the East Coast watching during lunch while they're eating their sandwich. But we do this because we want to bring you value. We want to let you understand that the more you learn about your industry, your niche, your business, your profession, the better opportunity you have to move up into the top 5%. Because you're going to learn about things you may have never even thought about. But the more you learn, the more you know, the more you can grow. And guys, it does. It works. And we love doing this. And it all started because of us starting. I've got another YouTube channel called Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. If you hadn't seen it, go check it out. If you're new here, man, welcome to the show. If you've been here before, welcome back. We have no idea why you come, but God, we're glad that you do. And as you see, I do not do this alone.
Sure don't. Good morning, everybody. I'm Henry Wakefield, a.k.a. Squirt, as you see down on the screen. Man, I was a 20-year pipe fitter by trade. Grew up in a family full of plumbers. Happy freaking Monday. It's going to be a busy week for us today.
Yeah. Today, tomorrow,
fun. Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
We'll be doing some remote shows this week from Irving, doing all sorts of stuff, man. But we get to do it every freaking day, no matter where we're at. We keep it going. And that's what this is all about. And we would like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And guys, I say a system, I'm talking about the complete kit. I build two different pieces of equipment. I build the probe, super durable for probing in and out of the ground, that ground. That's what we prefer for that meter to the home service, irrigation lines, anything like that. If that leaks under a slab, asphalt, concrete, any of that stuff, you're going to want that sidekick. It's the aluminum rod on it. It eliminates that layer of concrete so you can hear the leak underneath. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. It's the business in a box. It's the tool that we put in plumbers' hands so that they can bring leak detection in-house. So once again, check out the website, leak.pro.
And guys, we started doing that because I found this equipment 7.5 years ago, first conference that I went to, because I had my stepson with me, and we decided to drive to San Diego, meet up with some friends that are in the leak detection business, and found this product. And from that day forward, I've said, this is the best product out there. And now it's all we talk about because it works. But I also get to sponsor the show because of everything I do on YouTube. And I started doing YouTube 7.5 years ago to grow a plumbing company. Did it work? It helped grow the plumbing company. It helped scale the plumbing company. And then it helped me sell the plumbing company. If you think you'd like to try something different to help market your business, your niche, your brand, your profession, whatever it is, if people come to you and ask you questions because you do things better than anybody else, it could be a great opportunity to you. Or maybe you're the one that wants to learn how to do it better than anybody else. If you're interested in learning how to do YouTube, guys, it doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment. You don't have to have a lot of subs right now, and you don't have to have a lot of views. But you've got to start. And it all starts with the free webinar. Go to justmetroger.com, watch the webinar, and then tell me what you think. And if you've got a company that you're trying to grow, but you don't want to get handcuffed and locked into these big best practice groups and everything they're trying to get you to do, don't do it. Okay? Check out Residential Service Professionals, where they give you a business operating system that teaches you the things that the big companies are doing, but you don't have to conform your company to look like their company, which is exactly what they want you to do. And I see we're getting comments and stuff rolling up here in TikTok. Guys, we cannot read what you have on TikTok or Instagram, either one. Do me a favor. If you've got questions or comments or anything, please jump over to YouTube. Go to the Trade Talks Live. Love to hear from you, and tell us where you jumped over. We've been having a lot of people jump over from TikTok here lately.
Yeah, buddy.
And even, it's a bad thing because when the comments come up, yeah, TikTok. Thank y'all.
So
I know. We can't even see them.
So
that's why I said, if y'all have got comments, questions, anything, please just jump over to YouTube just a second. Find the Trade Talks Live, hit subscribe so it'll be easier to find next time. and then just go in and leave your comment and tell us where you came from. We'd appreciate that. But if you want to learn more about growing that business, go to residentialserviceprofessionals.com. And guys, it does work. All right, national news. Now, mega project growth is booming. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But the mega projects, growth isn't just booming, growth isn't just growing. It's up 53%. Bad thing is, residential is continuing to go down.
Yep.
So we're going to kick it off with some big picture construction news because the Dodge data, and if you've never checked out Dodge data and analytics and all that, great information there.
Yeah.
But they just dropped their newest numbers. And it's a pretty wild split because normally like this one will progress faster than this one is progressing, faster than this one is progressing. Yeah. And then the next few months it may swap. Next year it may be different. Yeah. But it's pretty wild this time because the mega projects, we're talking billion-dollar semiconductors, fabs, energy facilities, battery plants, all the stuff that we've been talking about for a while.
Man, all these mega projects, huge, long-term projects to keep your guys busy for a couple of years.
Yeah, or up to 10 years. Because some of these have a 10-year development plan.
Yeah.
But guys, these are up 53% year over year here lately. So think about it. Every year and 3/4, every 2 years, it's doubling. Now, that's a staggering climb. It's huge. But on the flip side, residential, well, those starts are starting to cool back down even harder. Single family dwellings are down 14% across the country, and multifamilies down 8%. Guys, I know that the population boom, the people moving from California to Texas, having a lot of money to spend.
Keep going over to Florida.
Yeah, just keep going. If you're thinking about moving to Texas, Oklahoma's cheaper. I'm just going to let you know. You can probably get twice the house in Oklahoma you can get down here in Texas.
Oh, probably
Same
3
amount
times.
of money. Maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 times. Y'all go.
That's a good
Just go
option,
check it
y'all.
out. Man, that's a great option. But guys, here's the deal. It's not changing anytime soon. If you've heard us talking, we keep talking about why multifamily and or why these mega projects, are booming. Guys, here's why it matters to you, because the labor is getting sucked into the giant jobs.
Yep.
Picture the Intel chip plant in Ohio hiring 7,000 new workers. Now, that kind of demand pulls electricians, welders, plumbers, pipe fitters
Yeah, baby.
off the residential and small commercial sides.
Yep.
The ripple effect is that smaller contractors are going to have to fight harder to retain their people. Because, guys, these big guys, they need people, and they're willing to pay for it. They will throw money at you.
That's it.
Are they going to be able to pivot to get into the subcontractor part on those big packages? So the real question is, do you double down on your niche? Do you ride out the showdown, the slowdown, because it is a showdown for plumbers? Or do you throw your hat in the ring on the big ones? Because, guys, you've got to figure out, how do you do it? How do you compete? What do you do to keep plumbers, to keep electricians, to keep HVAC techs? Now, those are the 3 we talk about all the time because they do commercial, they do residential. They're just as strong in each. They do service, they do new construction. Welders, pipe fitters, they're mainly commercial. The good ones are big commercial. They'll be at these jobs because these are the guys with the golden arm. You throw them in, they get the job done, and they walk away.
Yeah, because these jobs, my favorite part about these, they require precision.
Yeah.
They look at all these welds. X-ray.
You got to be the best of the
It's got
best.
to be 100%. It's got to be perfect.
Yep.
Because they don't play around in these mega structures, guys. It's top notch crews. But that's the thing that I liked about working on some of these big projects is you're learning the right way of doing things. And that's a good thing to pass on to the youngsters. So if you're a young guy out there, if you can get on one of these large jobs like this, you can learn some great things out there. So definitely explore it.
All right, website review. Today's website is constructiondive.com. Now, this is one of those news hubs, but it's worth bookmarking if you're serious about staying current. Now, it's updated daily. It's covering everything from OSHA to just what we talked about, a lot of these crackdowns on mega project financing to workforce issues. Guys, this is stuff we talk about every day. And one thing I like is how it breaks the industry into buckets. You've got your infrastructure, you've got your workforce, you've got the technology, things like that. You can jump right into the category that affects you, but they also cover legal updates in plain language. There is no law degree required. So just yesterday, we were talking about the OSHA fall protection enforcement. You know what? We were talking about that a week or two ago. So we're talking about a lot of the same stuff. Randy, why did you pull this one up?
Man, this is a great resource. I get questions like, how do I keep coming up with stuff on a continuous basis? And it's like, man, there's all sorts of things going on. There's a good resource out there. And I am actually subscribed to their newsletters because they send out different newsletters throughout the week, hitting some of your major things like infrastructure, safety. They hit the tech side.
Texas water infrastructure down there too. If you look
at
that,
Zachary Construction acquires Texas water infrastructure firm. The big news. They keep on top of it here, guys. I'm not sitting around constantly chasing every bit of information like a news outlet. I try to get us good topics to talk about and discuss and keep current. Don't get me wrong, because I want the latest and greatest. These guys are very dedicated to the news. And that's what I love. I use this as a good resource. So it could be a good resource for you out there to sign up to the newsletters so that you're on that front end. Because just like we were talking, they were talking a couple weeks ago about some things that we're all talking about the same things. Why? Because they're important for tradespeople to hear. You've got to be able to listen to these things and understand and learn from them so that we all get better at what we do. And this is just a good resource. You got deep dives, so you can actually dive into some of the major topics that are going on, tariffs, stuff like that. We're talking about hydrogen pipeline and stuff like that. You're going to be able to do some research, figure out the information, the backstories, who's involved. Now, you want to talk about major contracts, major firms buying out others, they put that news and information out there. So if it's something that you're curious about what's going on throughout, this is a good resource to get on. Builders Eye, later stage startups in funding ventures. It's that business mindset, that perspective. Is your business one they're looking for? This can help feed you some information and you can research. If you're trying to look for that exit strategy, it's possible you could find some ways of getting there. But if you're like me, you're trying to figure out how to do better things and you're keeping up with the latest and greatest to help save time in our future, because that's the key. It all boils down to is time, labor. And that's what we understand on jobs.
And that stuff will help you get ahead of it.
That's it. And it'll keep you up with the tools that help save the body so that the body can last longer. So I like that. A lot of press releases. They do live action events too. As things really hit hard, they come out and they will put an article out pretty quick about it. So it's a good resource. It's one I like to bring up every month or so just to kind of keep out for everybody, man. It's a good one. I'm glad that I'm part of the newsletter on there because it keeps me in the know on some current events that happen. And I like knowing the latest and greatest.
And it's great stuff to know about,
That's
guys.
it.
Okay, so business growth. Now, joint ventures with manufacturing and prefabrication firms. Now, this is a business play that's becoming more common among bigger contractors because they're teaming up with prefab manufacturers in joint ventures to bid as one unit. Guys, this is amazing because if you've got limited labor, which most of us do, we can't all hire as many people as we want. But now you've got somebody else that can help supplement that by doing stuff. Now, owners love this because it's one throat to choke. You've only got one customer to complain to.
That's it.
If they're doing your stuff for you and they're not getting it done or there's problems, you go to them. They don't have to manage the prefab firm. They don't have to manage the installer. They don't have to manage the designer. It's all one person. A real world case was a hospital project where prefab corridor racks were both fabricated and installed under the same contractor. Now, this shaved 3 months off the schedule. Now, think about it, guys. This is labor you don't have to bring in and beef up on and then get rid of. But like anything, it comes with a risk. Profit splits can get messy. And if the cultures don't mesh, you're going to fight all the way through the project. But still, for smaller contractors, JVs can be a ticket to the big stage. It can get you in and get you started, especially if you can hire people. Now, it's a way to get invited to jobs that maybe you normally wouldn't qualify for because you're going to come in under their umbrella. And with modular construction growing at 12% a year, this stuff isn't going away. The big lesson here is to look for the right manufacturing partner and start talking before everybody else does. Guys, get in, get known, and get some of the money.
That's it. The more I learned this at MEP because I worked at a large contractor. At first it was, we just chased the mechanical. We just chased process separate. We chased all these things separate. Well, that's cool. But then when they found out, y'all can do it all the MEP, one company, one throat to choke. Man, let's do that after we proved it first, because MEP, that's the major part of the scopes on a lot of jobs, and they don't like all those eggs being in one basket sometimes. But whenever you're professional and you do it right, and you've got that history to show them, look, we did it on all these jobs. They went smooth. There's one person to deal with, because we actually do deal with all the trades that are normally having the most collisions and issues amongst each other. We see it all. We build it all together as one team, and that really sells. And it works smooth on the jobs too. And that's what you're selling here. It's a turnkey, easy go unit that shaving 3 months off. Guess what? That three months of overhead they don't have to pay for that project either. It saves on their end, so it works out for both sides.
All right, I'm gonna jump into the comments real quick. Says, what's up, Mr. Miyagi of Plumbing and Viking Leak Whisperer Squirt? What's up, brothers? Happy Margarita Monday. How about that tequila highs? Yeah, Sammy Hagar is not very happy. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing. Matt McDonough, thank you, brother. Helping Hands Handyman Services says, good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Matt. Multifamily is the greatest. I used to do a lot of hotels and apartment buildings, so I loved it. If you can nail a maintenance plan for the buildings, then you've got a life support system.
That's it.
Just help a hand. What's up, brother? All right, we're going to jump right into service work and remote diagnostics and the viral triage or virtual triage.
Yep.
But it takes video, okay? If you can FaceTime with a customer, you're doing great. But let's talk about the service end of it, because fuel prices are up, and every wasted truck rolling down the road, it's just money out of your pocket. It's wear and tear on the vehicle. It's gas, it's fuel, it's oil, it's everything. The remote diagnostics and virtual triage are becoming a real weapon for service contractors. Now, I know a lot of service contractors that have, look, Roger, we've designed a system. We want you to be part of it. We want you to do this. It's like, man, I got so much stuff going on. But think the IoT sensors tied into HVAC and the business automating systems, okay? Something as simple as FaceTiming with a homeowner. I know an electrical contractor who solved 40% of his no power calls by walking facility staff through the reset remotely. Guys, that's 40% fewer dispatches, which means more trucks freed up for billable work. Now you're not just out there showing someone for the 10th time how to reset the system. You're talking them through it. But the trick is knowing where to draw the line. If you try to cheap out and avoid rolling a truck when it's really needed, now you risk the liability. What if they do something and it screws up the entire system? But if you position this as a service, you charge for it just like you would a doctor's telehealth call, you can build new revenue stream and earn trust as the fast response company. Guys, one of the greatest things I ever did, got me a wonderful review, is I literally taught a lady how to diagnose the problems on her tankless water heater. It turned out to be, it was the vent, the little filter, the intake vent. She literally pulls it off, cleans it out, puts it back in, tap 3 times, it goes away. Guys, she sent me $100 gift card, says, oh my gosh, thank you. Because I wasn't charging anything. It was a friend of a friend. But she's like, Roger, do you know how much money you saved me? I said, oh, I know. Guys, there's good ways to do it. And I spent 15 minutes on a FaceTime with her. No big deal.
That's it. This takes me back when I was younger, back before we had cameras on our hips, having to go in and fix flappers, and it's just the chain came unhooked. Yeah. And it's like, man, I tried to ask you, I didn't know what I was looking at for sure. I understand. Man, I wish we would have had what we do now. And I love that we do now because
It'd be a
being
lot
able to handle it just FaceTime, like that is so easy to pull up now and do. I've done that with walking through a leak detection before with a guy. He's like, look, I'm kind of struggling with this. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm like, hey, do you want to jump on a video call real quick? Yeah, let's do that. Let's look. Yeah, I'd check it here. I'd check it there and compare those. That's what I would do if I was there. It's easy nowadays because guess what? It's like I was there being able to look at it myself to walk them through exactly what they needed to do. And that saves everybody.
It's neat stuff.
And then they don't have to sit around waiting for you to show up either and deal with that whole fun part of being a customer.
All right. Materials, equipment, and tools. Battery powered heavy tools. The lithium battery technology has officially gone heavy duty. Now, not just recently. This has been out for a while, but it's getting to be more and more. We shot a video the other day. Remember the big pipe threading machine that took 2 people to carry, stainless steel pole? I know we remember it. But we're not just talking drills and saws anymore. We're talking cordless pressers, even cordless welders hitting job sites, cordless threading machines, cordless cameras, sewer machines, all of it.
Check it out today at 4 p.m. on
There you
Roger
go.
Wakefield Plumbing Education.
There you go. Great plug.
It is.
Copper press tools are already replacing torches in a lot of indoor work. Guys, don't get me wrong. I shot a video earlier about the 5 things people lie to you about in trade school. I think every plumber needs to know how to solder. Yes. Everyone, period. You need to know. If you don't know, as far as I'm concerned, well, I don't know that I really call you a plumber. Don't mean that bad. I'm just being honest.
It's a very base skill.
But what's good about these? No flame, no gas, just press and go. Do you know how many meetings that would have saved us at TI when you're having to do the open flame meeting?
Yeah.
So, some got same thing with cordless welders. Now, cordless welders, you're still going to have the spark. You're still going to have Firewatch, things like that. But guys are using these for fence installs, popping up tack welds, even structural touch-ups where maybe they don't want to move the equipment. They want you to come into the warehouse or whatever. But the ROI, there's less setup time. There's no generators, fewer cords, safer conditions indoors, except for the welding. You're still creating that flame, that spark. I get it.
Yeah.
But Milwaukee and Rigid both have press guns rated up to 4 inches now. The trade-off, battery runtime is still limited. It is what it is. Replacing the packs, they're not cheap. Those battery packs are expensive. But if you're weighing safety and time savings, these tools are proving themselves to be more reliable, more efficient, and more labor saving than the corded ones.
And just powerful.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that thread machine, guys, holy cow.
It
moves.
did it. Yeah.
It does everything.
It did great.
And like this thing makes me think back to of what I call the Cracker Jack welding machine, the one I can plug in a normal outlet anywhere and I can weld.
Yeah.
Now, I use that for tacking up some things, for some simple structural plates and stuff like that. 332 rod, it'll do 1/8, but you really don't want to do a whole lot of it. It's super smart for light stuff. Now this can be done with a battery pack. I don't even need a cord anymore. I can just throw it on my shoulder and run up the lift and tack something up real quick for somebody if I needed to. This is opening up doors, and I love it for the fence welding because the hardest part, you got to keep a generator going all the time or your machine going. Depending on what you're doing, you're burning fuel all day, every day. This saves that. And it's a real cool way of thinking of other ways of doing things nowadays so we don't have to deal with all our cords because, man, growing up, that was a pain.
Guys, I get to be one of the sponsors of this show. The cool thing is what we started doing 7 years ago, just over 7 years ago, actually starting to get close to 8 now. But guys, is I learned how to do YouTube. And I learned how to do YouTube to try to grow a company because I got tired of getting ripped off by marketing companies. If any of you are getting tired of getting ripped off by marketing companies, you know right what I'm talking about. They just come to me and say, well, if you want the phone to ring more, spend more money. It's like, well, why don't we just do things better on y'all's end? And they didn't get that. But I learned how to do YouTube. And I walked into a conference, walked into a room, and it blew my mind. I learned that YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine in the world, and it's owned by Google, the largest search engine in the world. Guys, in the next 5 years, YouTube is going to be more important and more valuable to you than your company, because YouTube is continuously growing, continuously changing. And I think I saw something the other day. There's like 1 or 2 billion daily users now. Guys, get in front of your people where they're at, and they're on YouTube. They're not just sitting at home waiting to see your plumbing ad pop up to see if they want to hire you. So what I would tell you is go to justmattroger.com. I made a free webinar to teach you how to get started in YouTube. And guys, that's what you got to do. You've got to get started. So go to justmattroger.com. You'll realize you don't need a lot of expensive equipment. You don't need a lot of subs, and you don't need a lot of followers. You just need to get started, and that's where it starts. If you've already got a company and you want a business operating system that will help you grow it, help you market it, help make your phone ring, help teach you new things about marketing, which does include social media, get a business operating system that won't handcuff you to them. We're not going to make you change the name of your company to the names that we own. We're not going to make you change your colors, your logos. We're going to help you do things better. Now, we may suggest it. If the name of your company is Randy's Welding Company, well, that's not too good, because Randy can only sell to somebody named Randy. Or they're going to want to change the name, and they're going to lose that branding. They're going to lose everything. So we can teach you and help you. But when you change it, it's to your company, not a company that we own, not a name that we own. Learn about doing things right. Learn about, you started a company for a reason. Figure out how to grow the company that you started it to grow. And you can do that at residentialserviceprofessionals.com. Go check it out. Get a business operating system that'll help you buy back the time, that'll help you have more money. If I could have more time and more money in every month, I would be a happy person.
That's it.
residentialserviceprofessionals.com.
And everybody, we would also like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. Because, guys, if you're a plumber out there and you're still outsourcing slab leaks, you are literally giving away money and jobs.
Every day.
Quit. I have a 2-day in-person hands-on training that gives you that know-how so that you can keep that work in-house. Quit giving that money away. Quit giving the calls away, guys. Come spend a couple days with me. I teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate the leaks under the slab, outside of the slab, even how to go to the clean out outside of a home and figure out where a sewer system's leaking. If this interests you guys, give me a call at 8888 LeakPro, or you can check out the website leak.pro. But guys, I had a plumber out in California, one of the first crews that I actually trained. 3 trainees, 3 full kits. They recouped that investment the day they went back to work on one leak detection job, because they were able to go and keep it in-house, do the job themselves, test the water also for a whole home filtration, sold the whole job because they were able to go in and find that leak and keep the work in-house, guys. That could be you. So give me a call at 8888 LeakPro so that we can add leak detection to your list of services, guys. And I cap these classes at 3 trainees so that you don't get lost in what's going on. And I've had guys ask me, well, can I send a bunch of people? 3 max. I need everybody that comes here to leave knowing exactly how to do leak detection. And if I start getting too many people, I feel like you're going to lose out. So that's why I capped it. But you're going to learn exactly how to bring leak detection in-house and to be able to offer it for your customers.
What's that cool website you got?
I was going to say, check it out. Leak.pro. Man, Leak.pro. It's that easy, guys. Check it out. Book me for a Zoom on there, and let's get this added to you, because, guys, if you are a plumber out there and you're selling this out to other people, you're the reason I do what I do, because I want you to keep that money in those jobs for your guys. So give me a call.
And if you're not a plumber, if you're a salesperson, a general manager, something like that, we've actually had salespeople come out and say, look, they want to train me in this. That way I can go out and find the leaks, and then I can sell the job, and then the plumber can come in. Guys, this is a great business opportunity. It really is. All right, we're going to roll right into MEP. Artificial intelligence in MEP. Now, AI is no longer just a buzzword. It's starting to hit the field. Engineers are using AI to predict chiller loads within 15% more accuracy than traditional methods. Clash detection in BIM models, they've been using that for years, but you know what, guys? They used to just turn it off. They're like, look, it was so red we couldn't see the drawing. Would y'all ever turn it back on? No. But AI can scan and flag problems faster than any single person can do. And on the maintenance side of it, AI-driven controls are predicting pump failures weeks before they happen.
I love that.
That's massive because, hey, if I know this pump's going down, I can order it now. Okay? That's less downtime, less callbacks. But the big thing, it's not a replacement for skilled trades. You still need the judgment to verify what the algorithm is telling you. Looking ahead, AI assistant estimating. Aren't you glad you got out when you did?
It's coming.
It is. Guys, any job that requires sitting in front of a computer is going to be able to be outsourced in the future. It's going to be able to be outsourced to your VA, your AI VA. Yep. But AI assisted estimating, imagine cutting bid cycle times in half because the software does the complete takeoff for you. Guys, that's where we're heading. Think about it, Randy. We could literally go in and plug the MCAA labor rates in to a complete system, give it the parameters. Hey, if it's a 14-foot ceiling, this is going to be higher, so we're going to need scissor lifts. So add in labor for that. Add in cost for that. Do this, do this, do this. Guys, you build it. Now you plug in your system. It will look at the drawings that are computer generated, CAD, computer assisted designing. You teach AI to look at that computer drawing and tell you, here's the Charlotte book, here's the Tyler book, here's this book. Tell us what all we've got here.
You ready for where everything's headed, though? Like beyond this.
Where's that?
Just so y'all know, it's something I was noticing. Before long, to estimate a job, they're going to end up using BIM to draw the job, and then they're going to go, oh, what's the material list? Okay, feed that into MCA. Boom, here's the cost. Done.
What's it going to cost us to build this building?
That's it.
Then they call the contractors they want and say, hey, we'll give you $743,000.23 to build this project.
That's it. That is where it's coming.
Well, I don't know if we can do it for that. Well, we'll find somebody who can.
That's right.
Guys, we are headed that direction.
It's coming.
Be the guy who helps build that and put all that together.
Yep.
All right, we're going to roll into where the work is. And look, Randy and I both get excited. We travel a lot.
I know.
When we fly into town, it's like, do you see all the skyscrapers? Do you see all the tower cranes? Do you see all that? Guys, that is a sign that construction is booming. I've literally flown into cities where you could count and you see 40 or 50 tower cranes. And it's just like, look at all this money. And that's what it is. But guys, these things going on in Austin and Boston. I know we had to do this because it rhymed.
Austin and Boston, baby.
But two big skyline projects are driving to work right now. And these are probably two of the biggest cities booming.
Going on, yeah.
Austin's Waterline Tower and Boston's South Station Tower. Waterline, Austin, 74 stories, the tallest building in Texas, mixing hotel, residential, and office. It's one thing I love about staying at the Omni in downtown Austin. It's hotel on one side, and then if you've got the right rooms, your house looks out across this big open area, and then you can see the offices where people are working. It's freaking cool. Now, the South Station Tower is 51-story transit-oriented development in Boston. Now, both are mega projects, which we've been talking about a lot, with huge subcontracting needs in plumbing, electrical, HVAC, fire protection, roofing, interiors, contractors, carpenters, you name it, it's there. Austin's tech boom is what's fueling the growth down there, while Boston's union-heavy environment means strong specialty trades. Okay? The kicker that after the main build, tenant build-outs, service contracts, these are going to keep crews busy for years. And if you're in Austin or Boston, this is where the work is. Now, I'll tell you something, too, that I've seen a lot. A lot of these contractors that are on this job, say it's somebody older. He's a superintendent. You know what? Why not go to the building when you're done and say, hey, look, I'm going to start up my own company. Let me do the service work on this. I know it better than anybody.
That's it.
I've seen companies start that way.
I learned this one of my first. Yeah, I took over Great Wolf Lodge as you were exiting because I was on the job. But then I went and did the WinStar Casino expansion, which made it the largest casino in the world.
At the time.
At the time.
It's probably not anymore.
Correct. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But there were spots on the drawings, one in each area, that were blocked out. Not part of the project. Tenant finish out. It was the restaurants in the areas.
Yeah.
Hey, PM, get on this.
Why aren't we bidding this?
I want this work.
I did the same thing at
I'm
DFW
here.
Airport.
Let's do it.
You've got restaurants that are coming in, and they want the restaurants to open the same time they want the airport to.
That's right.
They don't want to wait. So I'm like going in there looking at things. Who's the GC on this? Who's doing the build out? Why aren't we building this? And my PM would be like, we don't want that. It's like, what?
Yes, we do. I've
I've got guys here already. There's no mobilization, no
deal.
demobilization.
That's it.
And we got a couple of them.
Overhead's covered on this project I'm running.
Absolutely.
We're fine.
Yeah. I can run another crew in here and we can knock this out. It works, guys.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open and see what you can get. All right. Instructor training. Now I like this stack training. Learning across systems. We've talked about that before. Actually, we talked about it several times. Because one of the smartest training methods is stack training, teaching apprentices across systems instead of just their own trade. Now, you were lucky because being in the union, combination union,
Yep.
learning plumbing, pipe fitting, and welding. The first 2 years, you learn a little bit about plumbing, a little bit about pipe fitting, not really much about welding. They don't give you welding the first 2 years. Third year is the end of your second year they start.
No, I started welding from day one, technically, because I was in that plumbing class. The plumbers did welding their first year,
Okay.
and welders didn't.
And they do that because if somebody's a crackerjack welder,
want
it
to
may
know.
be, hey, dude, I know you want to be a plumber, but you can be a welder. You've got skills.
That's it. And
Now,
since we
I'd
were a
have told them no.
combination,
Right.
so they wanted the plumbers to have an idea of how to fit. And
Right.
It's my favorite getting them welders that were just welding for a plumber, and they're like, "Oh, I'm back to a real fitter. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not a half-inch gap on this side." No, but you've been working with a plumber, ain't you? Yeah. Okay. Shut up then. Get to work. Let's go.
But look at it this way. Imagine a plumbing apprentice following an HVAC foreman through a mechanical chase.
Yeah.
Or an electrical apprentice maybe watching how the structure team sets their embeds. Suddenly the apprentice understands how their work fits into the bigger picture. And it reduces turf wars. It keeps people from pissing on each other's stuff, makes better supervisors down the line, and it fills the gap when the trade is short-staffed. Hey, you know what? Squirt over there has plumbed before. Let's get him over here for a week and see what we can do. He can help get us out of a bind.
He set sleeve for pipes.
Yeah.
Guess what? He can do it for the electrician too. Why? Because he knows the structural. He knows how to set the sleeves and tie them in to the steel the way the concrete guys like it. Guess what? He can set sleeves anywhere. It passes on to different trades.
And guys, BIM models are great for this because you can visually walk a trainee through and show them how their systems layer before they even get out on the job site. And guys, anytime you have the opportunity to cross-train somebody, it will teach them another skill. Whether they jump into it, learn it, get good at it or anything, at least they understand more about it. We talk about why this is good, how you can move up just by watching a show every day, how you can move up and make more money, because we're introducing you to things that maybe you wouldn't learn anything about, but it can be beneficial in the long run.
That's it. And I liked the cross training some because, like I did HVAC, I did a lot of pipe chases, things like that. Then I moved into industrial side where I was going into existing facilities. Well, I kind of have a good idea of being able to walk up to something and looking at it and going, I don't think that's supported enough. And you want me to add to that? Hold on. We're going to need somebody else to look at that. Here's the things I'm going to need. You learn some of the extras to go, wait, I actually need a structural engineer to come out and look at this. I can't make that judgment on my own. Why? I've learned too many things by all of my cross trainings to know better. So here's what we're going to have to do. And in learning those, it makes you better at your trade in a whole because you do see other things, not just my plumbing, just my pipe. Oh, I don't see the pipe fitter stuff. I don't see the duct work. I don't see the electrician. We all have to be in there to get the job done. So
and everybody focuses on their trade.
That's it. Just understand each other's too. It's great. Matt
McDonald, it sounds like you were understaffed. Go Leak, but we're always understaffed. We're going to have a busy week, so we'll realize it this week too.
Yep.
Matt McDonald says, oh, yeah, downtown is full of cranes. And see, we love it when we fly in because it's like, man, look at all that. Now, unfortunately, I sit on the side of the plane where I get to see the dam flying in, not downtown. All right, specialty. Indoor air quality. And guys, you hear me talk about specialty all the time. I think that's what really elevated Texas Green Plumbing. We specialized in slab leaks. Guys, that's a huge opportunity. But I always tell people, look, if you own a residential service company, specialize in something that most of your people don't. And by most of your people, I mean any plumbing company around town. Most of them didn't do slab leaks and leak detection. They still aren't.
Yep.
They're calling leak detection companies and waiting 6 or 8 weeks to get somebody out. I'm like, that is freaking ridiculous. But specialize in something. So I've always said slab leaks, leak detection, and whole house water filter systems for plumbing companies. For electrical companies, solar, wind turbines, whole house GFCI panels. HVAC, indoor air quality. Guys, if you've got sterilization and filtration like nobody else does, you can be a game changer. But it's one of the hottest specialties out there because schools and hospitals are leading the charge with HEPA retrofits, UVC sterilization, and CO2 monitoring. Now, here's a big stat. One school district reported a 12% drop in absenteeism after their indoor air quality upgrades. Guys, you can't beat that.
We can keep our kids from spreading their sicknesses by controlling the quality of the air in the school. Imagine that. That's why they keep the air systems they do in hospitals versus everywhere else. Why do they keep it so powerful? For this right there, guys, sterilization of the space to keep germs from spreading from one to another. Indoor air quality is where this actually happens. It's all about the air that we breathe. But guys, on the residential side here, smart indoor air quality monitors that actually tie directly into your HVAC system. This is a very big upsell that people love to do because it's more automatic. It's like the easy button for knowing I'm breathing good air at home. Oh, you're going to help me sniffle a little less, sneeze less often? Great. Where do we do that? And contractors who can actually bundle the diagnostics with the solutions, just like leak detection, problem solution, you're going to win that job every time because you found the problem and you have the solution. So they don't have to ever worry about it again. That's the key.
Imagine that. And like you said, what made me think about it, bundling it with leak detection. Bring that in-house. If you don't bring indoor air quality in-house, you're going to refer somebody out. If I call today and say, hey, I need indoor air quality done.
You go check.
Well, we don't do it, but you can call Mr. Johnson over here. He does it. Well, Mr. Johnson comes in and looks at my indoor air quality and says, hey, you know I do HVAC too. I make sure it's all tied together. It all works. It all communicates. Just maybe something you think about.
And I retest when I'm done.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Guys, local and state grants are starting to pop up for indoor air quality upgrades, especially in public buildings. If they're getting free money to spend to do something, don't you think they're going to spend that money? This isn't something that you're having to bid and you're trying to get and you're having to fight over other people. There's not a lot of people doing it. But when you can become the go-to guy, literally when people search slab leaks and slab leak detection and stuff like that here in the Dallas area, guess who they found? Me. Then there's a link to a video. They go watch the video and they're, hey, this dude knows what he's talking about. Guys, put yourself in a freaking position to win. And if you're in HVAC, IAQ, indoor air quality, do it. I want to hire that AI influencer right there.
Oh, I didn't see it, but
it was just one of those cute AI generated bots. You know,
nice.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Hired.
All right. So social media spotlights, everyday home repairs. Now, this guy has built a massive YouTube following, over 1 million subs. And he does it by simplifying plumbing and electrical fixes for homeowners. Guys, I teach people how to fix their own plumbing. Y'all know that, right? That's how I started. His toilet won't stop running video has 14 million views. Now, that's more eyeballs than some trades associations get a year. Guys, that's more eyeballs than every trades association gets a year. I'm just being honest. I've looked at some of these for sponsorship deals. I get more views a month than most of the union contractors and trade groups get in a year.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And they'd give anything to be part of it, they'd give anything but money. Here's why pros should care, because he's showing us how to break down complicated trade work into bite-sized, approachable content that homeowners can understand. That's the key to customer education and marketing today. Let's watch how he frames problems and solutions, because there's a lot of tradespeople that need to learn to do this. All right, ready? Everyday home repairs.
Yeah, man. I know it's Monday. Y'all figured I was going to do an electrician. Guys, and I did. I went in, I searched.
We're tired of electricians.
I searched. So I've been
joking.
doing a little different, and I've changed it up to where I'm like searching a task to be done in that trade. I don't remember if I did checking an outlet or adding an outlet or what. I'm not sure which one I did. But this is Scott over at Everyday Home Repairs. It's who came up. And I love these DIY channels, guys. Most of us in the trades are DIYers. Most things at home, we're just going to do it ourselves anyway. Unless we're out and working too much overtime, then we're just going to hire somebody probably. But Everyday Home Repairs over here. And like I said, I searched an issue and found a problem and the solution. That's the key here for socials. Scott, not a professional carpenter, electrician, or plumber, just a hands-on guy who loves tackling home improvement projects. He's been on here since 2017 with 1.19 million subscribers, 587 videos with over 266 million views. Doing some awesome things. We've had Scott on the podcast for the Trade Talks. Does some cool stuff. I like a lot of the projects because I've got some land here, so there's some side things. Fire pits, things like that. He does some really cool home projects that I like. Some of the latest stuff here, tried using this as a gas can for my EV. Did it work? Gas in the generator. Okay. Backup gas can. That's a good way to keep extra fuel, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Modern shed, mega DIY shed build, retaining wall, and the concrete pad. Everything. And he does a lot of big projects, and it's the full project, the whole thing from start to finish, all the different things that he plans and thinks about, different thoughts and ideas. And he tries a lot of different things too. And that's one of the things that I love about these DIY guys is when they go through testing things. It's one of my favorite things to do on our channel is testing limits and bounds of stuff. But that's a funky one.
I did that one wrong.
I wonder if you can switch us.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then try to drag it the other way.
No.
Oh, okay. It's a good try.
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna go back.
Go
to
ahead.
That one right there.
Back to norm. Yep.
That way they see it. We're trying new things, guys. We always do.
Always.
Normally he hits me when I do, but he didn't this time, so we're good. He knows the cameras
it's
are on.
Monday.
He knows
it's
the cameras
Monday.
are. He's got to spend all week with me.
Can't
That's
send that
why.
proof out.
That's why.
But he really does. He tries out a lot of different things. Let's go back to the oldest. One of our favorite things to do on this channel. How to fix a loose toilet paper holder or towel rack.
And guys, I've had that problem in every house I've ever lived in.
I was going to say I started with that
a good
over
one.
here, and I had to fix my stuff, but luckily I didn't have to watch a YouTube video this time.
Yeah, me either anymore.
I fixed it so many times.
And YouTube wasn't around then. We just had to figure it out.
That's it. LED retrofit kit. No tools, 5 minutes, $10. 7 years ago. Love it, guys. I love going back and watching some of the first few videos, just kind of see how.
And that's
people
one
got
of the
started.
things you did as soon as you moved in your house. LEDs everywhere.
Yeah.
And your
Changed out
utility
every
bills
bulb,
were next
did
to
all
nothing.
that stuff. Next to nothing.
Yep.
I love it. It's quick. It's easy. I go on YouTube to find out a lot of things. Most popular here. How to add an outlet to a finished wall.
And this is one of my favorites, I'll tell you, because I'm a plumber. And when I walked in houses, I recommended the bidet toilet seats. They're like, well, we don't have an outlet in there. It's like, oh, but quite contraire.
You can add one.
We can add one
Very
right off that
easily.
wall switch. Now, don't get me wrong. If there wasn't any place close, I'm like, yep, you're right. SOL.
That's it. If you want that for yourself, you can watch a video and you can add one. It's actually quite simple. I think I assisted in the one that we were doing over there. I got all the parts for it for sure. Watch the videos and it's like, man, this actually isn't that bad. And I don't like to touch electricity, guys.
Neither
I do
one of
not
us.
like working on electrical myself personally.
And I will
had
tell
no
you,
problem doing that.
I did turn off the breaker on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I always,
If I'm hanging a ceiling fan, I don't. I'm like, you know what, man, I got this.
I do. I don't.
I'm stupid. I get it. I know it. I do.
How to have the TV power cord. One of the things we all hate the most. Everything hangs up on the walls.
And our buddy Nils taught us how to do that
That's
too.
right.
Which we will see
Another
him
DIY.
tomorrow.
We're going to see. I was going to say the DIYers that we talk about a lot on this channel. Really, I think we're going to see most of them this week.
Yes, we are.
I have a big conference this week, guys.
And even not just our DIYers. We'll get to see a lot of cool people. Mr. John Malecki.
a whole bunch of people.
Get to see Nils.
Yep. Bunch of people we've done podcasts with. It's great.
I love
Like,
doing this.
Yeah.
I hadn't checked if Jeff Thurman's coming in town yet or not.
I'm not sure. But guys, honestly, on this channel, everyday home repair, if there's something that drives you crazy at home, like, look, when you got cracks in your concrete driveways, I've got them. He's going to give you some tips how to actually fix it, the right things to use, tips and tricks to be able to do things yourself. Let's fix a low toilet water level with just a screwdriver. Oh my gosh, how would you do that? You're adjusting that fill valve, ain't you?
No,
I'm not gonna tell the secret.
I'm subscribing to the channel real quick.
Oh, good job.
I'm actually. Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, guys, everyday home repair. Scott, he puts some good things together. And he's actually done some really good ones that I've used myself. Oh, now you've got us removed. Whoa.
Oh, I know that.
can't
That's
see.
why I went back.
Okay.
No, I got you.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good. Boom, look at us go.
See,
Hey,
I know how to
welcome
fix
back.
it. I know how to. But no, talking about that, how to adjust the water level, I wanted to show y'all.
Oh.
Cancel that. I don't want to delete that. I'm going to show you. Okay, I flushed this toilet. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and back up. And I'll give y'all audio too, I think. Maybe. I'm trying. I flushed the toilet. And you see I didn't flush it again, but watch. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Here it comes.
Oh, see it. Oh,
Here it comes. Wait. Oh.
We're on automatic here. Sorry.
Oh, see, I'm gonna
Okay,
I'm
I'll
gonna back
keep you.
up.
Yeah, back it up.
Yeah. We'll keep it there.
I'll keep it there.
Okay, so I flush it. You see the water level go down. You see the flush. You see it come back up. Keep watching. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Look at that. 2 flushes. Do you know what that's for?
Well,
For when you drop the kids off at the pool and it needs a double flush.
oh, it's an automatic double flusher.
Unfortunately, it's an automatic water waster. I'm just being honest. Unfortunately, it's a
like
double,
I was kind of going.
it's a
It's
double
not
flusher.
supposed to do
Randy's like,
that.
wait, that's a double flusher? Yeah, you're right. That is not supposed to do that.
I was gonna say that's the hottest thing on the market because I ain't even
know.
heard about that one yet.
I know, new toy.
Snuck
When you
one
go number
past.
2, it'll flush twice. Best practices. Okay, let's wrap up with best practices powered by residential service professionals. And you want to find out about it, go to residentialserviceprofessionals.com. Because this is a crew built for trades owners who are ready to stop guessing and start scaling. You don't just get advice, you get calculators, you get SOPs, checklists, marketing templates. Did you hear me? Marketing templates, social media help, group coaching from people who've actually built service companies, group coaching from people that have not only actually built companies, but coached and trained companies. The biggest takeaway is you don't have to build systems from scratch. Residential Service Professionals gives you the tools, the mentorship, and the accountability crew to cut years off your learning curve. You've got people that you can reach out and talk to, a whole group. If you're serious about growing without burning out, this is where you need to get plugged in. And guys, here's the thing. Everybody loves joining these best practice groups. They come in, they spend a fortune. Normally it's so much they have to finance it over 4, 5, 6 years. By 4, 5, or 6 years, you've got everything you know. You're like, you know what? I hate to say this. Y'all aren't teaching me anything new. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And then you go to leave and you're like, well, we own your company name. We own your logo. We own your colors. We own your price book. We own everything you've built. So go ahead. Now you get to start a new company. Guys, we give you a business operating system that helps you build the company you started the company to build. It helps you understand there's systems and processes, there's spreadsheets, there's this already there. When Randy walked in and learned how to estimate, they didn't just tell him, hey, estimate, give us a price for that building. Well, I've been installing it. I don't know anything about building that. Okay. When you start a company, you don't even know what you don't know. And you don't have what you need, but you don't know what you need. What this does is it gives you systems and processes. It gives you the forms to fill out. It teaches you the questions to ask. It gives you the system and the plan to build the business that you wanted to build. It lets you build your company, not another one of their companies. Residential Service Professionals is not going to tell you to please watch the company next door and do exactly what they're doing. You want to do it your way. You don't want to build them. Guys, check out Residential Service Professionals if you want to grow a company that you can be proud of, that is yours. We've got the coaches, the mentors, the team to help you do it. And if you want to learn more about it, go to residentialserviceprofessionals.com. And this video is sponsored by Residential Service Professionals. So go check it out. See what it's all about. And if you want to grow your video or grow your team, grow your business, grow your income, grow your revenue, get more time and money into your business, you can do that. And guys, we started doing what we do here on YouTube because of something I started 7.5 years ago. So 7.5 years ago, I started doing YouTube. It was actually April 2018. 7.5 years ago. We did it because we got tired of getting ripped off by marketing companies. And we thought, you know what? If we could learn to do social media, if we could grow, if we could do great things, this is how we do it. This is what we would do. And we started making videos teaching people how to fix their own plumbing, knowing that if they couldn't fix it, they'd call us if we were in their area. But this also helped my domain authority because there was a banner over my shoulder that said the website. And they'd click on it. They'd come to the website. They'd look around for more information. Eventually, they'd call us. This helped our domain authority go up because people would get in and search it and come to it. And we were getting more hits on our domain from people watching YouTube. If you want to grow on social media and you want to be that person that people are searching for and finding, go to justmattroger.com. Check it out. You can learn how to do social media, and it doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment to start. It doesn't take a lot of things that most people think that it does. They're like, well, I don't have followers. I had 9 followers when I started, maybe less than that. But it was right around 9 because Amber was number 9. Guys, if you want to learn more about how to use social media to grow your business, go to the webinar at justmattroger.com. Check it out. I think it'll surprise the heck out of you.
That's it. And everybody, we'd also like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talk, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And when I say the system, I'm talking about the complete kit. You can check it out at leak.pro. It's what I call the business in a box, guys. Comes with both pieces of equipment that we build, that probe for that meter to the home service, and that sidekick for when you're listening through concrete, because it'll eliminate that for you. So check out the complete kit at leak.pro. But don't just settle on the equipment. Get some training so that you know how to do it and you become the leak detection expert in your area. Give me a call because I offer a 2-day in-person training to teach you exactly how to do it. Give me a call at 8888-LEAK-PRO or visit the website leak.pro.
Guys, do it. I mean, if you're a plumber, if you're a plumbing company, or you thinking about helping a plumbing company grow or expand, this is amazing. Yeah, Matt, brag on your cranes. We've got them in Dallas too. Edwin S3, how you doing, brother? Says, hey, Trade Talks, love your podcast, brother. Listen to it throughout the day, every day. Edwin, if you're still in here, put in what trade you're in. Just, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Matt says, if he hits you, OSHA might show up. Yeah, I'll report him too.
We ain't got time for that. It's
He'll make
Monday.
me fall. One of the number one problems. Says I will be your electrician, but might become allergic to the broom. Yeah, you can't do that. You're a plumber. You know how a broom works.
Yeah.
Double tap. That's what it's all about. That's exactly what I did right there. Double tap. Edwin's an apprentice in HVAC. Brother, good for you. We teach great things. So we love what we get to do.
That's it.
Guys, remember it's Monday. Most people get hurt on Monday and Friday. We're going to be traveling this week, so it'll be coming to you remotely. We'll be here tomorrow, but then remote after that. Got some good things going on Friday, too. I'll talk to you a little bit about. But we've got a lot going on. It's really good. We're having fun. But thank y'all so much for everything y'all do, and thank you for being here. Home Rapid Repair jumped in. Yes, you will see me at Vid Summit. I will be there. So, guys, remember, take care of your crews today. Every Monday, every Friday, talk twice about safety. Whatever you do out there today, do it safe, but have fun.
Happy freaking Monday. Hope to see you in here tomorrow for a fun Tequila Tuesday, guys. Get out there and hit it effing hard. You know we will. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.